Well, Environment Day is annually observed on the 5th of June, but the celebration extends to the entire month of June. The Department of Constituency Empowerment, the DCE, is commemorating World Environment Month with initiatives to increase public awareness of environmental issues. Here to tell us all about these initiatives are constituency officers Keyshaun Jones, Derick Fyfield, and Diane Francis. Good morning to you three, and welcome to Good Morning SKN.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh.
Happy y'all could join us this morning.
Pleasure having you. So let's dive right into the conversation. Give us an overview of the Department of Constituency's Empowerment Mission. Anyone can take this. Or should I begin with the lady? Ladies first? All right. So I am going to say, Mr. Fyfield, do you want to take that?
Well, yes. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, viewers. Good morning to you too.
Good morning.
Now, you opened with saying what we are here about today, and you asked about the overview. Now, our overview here in the Department of Constituency Empowerment is basically to go around. What we have been doing for the past months is to do some visits to different communities.
Okay.
Look at their lifestyle of living, the environmental impact on different communities. And we have been seeing and we have found a lot of different, well, how must I put it? Ways of not how to live and how you treat the environment here in stkittsnevis.
So what are some of the issues that you saw whilst you were on those visits?
Some derelict vehicles,
Oh, wow.
dumping in guts,
Not nice.
not nice, especially green waste, white waste, sorry.
Yes.
Refrigerators,
Plastics.
wash machines, old mattresses. And you realize for the past 3 to 4 Mondays, we went on a drive of no plastic Mondays. This is so because we have been seeing an overuse of plastics in our communities. And the drive is to one day rid this country, stkittsnevis, of single-use plastics.
Okay.
Interesting. And individually, which constituencies does each of you represent?
Well, we got to start with where we at. Number one.
Number one.
I represent number 6.
Okay.
I represent number 4.
Number 4.
But
Okay, fair enough.
to follow up on that, we are about stkittsnevis.
Yes.
Indeed.
Definitely are. You mentioned, my voice wants to go, plastics. We need them for garbage. Come on, voice. We need them for garbage. How can we dispose of our garbage then if we don't have plastic bags? Let's say we finally get to no plastics. What avenue do we use to dispose of our garbage?
It's funny you say we need them for garbage. The word need is very strong.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah.
We use them for garbage,
Yeah.
but we don't need them for garbage. What did we do before we had all these plastic bags?
We had a heap in our backyard where we threw them and we burned them.
Now, every one of us now has a container, a garbage bin outside.
Yes.
However, we choose to put our garbage in a plastic and put
And
it
then
in there.
put it in there, yeah.
We can divert from that, and if we get a paper bag, we put the garbage in the paper bag and put it in the plastic bin.
But there's only so much a paper bag can hold. Because let's say we put something wet in there. I'm going to be the devil's advocate. And as soon as we don't even make it outside the door, it just falls on our floor. So just imagine how the garbage bin is going to smell when the guy that, I'm trying to find a nice name for it, but when it's garbage day,
Collectors come in.
yes, when the garbage collectors come and it's garbage day and they open that garbage, my gosh, I empathize. If we don't have some kind of containment to hold the scents that we throw out there sometimes.
Well, this is where we're going to have to go into maybe other disposal means
Okay.
of recycling, have different, like for waste food, you may have to use a different type of disposal bag.
Okay,
but
fair
that
enough.
is in the future.
Okay. All right.
Indeed. And can you share with us an overview of your roles as constituency officers?
Well, because I've been doing all the talking all morning.
Yes.
I'll take over.
Pass it on, Mr. Fyfield. Pull them in.
So basically, as of now, the empowerment officers to assess the communities. We are right now in the infancy stage, so we basically go out and collect data, as my colleague Derick also elaborated on. So now we have to take that data that we actually went out and gathered and file reports to and have them sent off to the proper authorities, so we can have these problems rectified.
Do you see the same problems in constituency number 4 that Mr. Fyfield said he would see in constituency number 1?
Significantly not as much, but it's still the same.
Okay, that's good. Ms. Francis, it's your turn.
Well, how long have you been working in this capacity?
I've been working in the Constituency of Empowerment from April.
April of the, oh,
Yes.
so fairly new.
Yes, it's new.
Okay. So what drew you to this career path?
What drew me to it is because I love my country, and I always want to see the best for my country, to keep it clean and to make sure that the environment is clean and safe.
Indeed, living up to the motto, country above self.
Yes.
I love that. I love that.
Gentlemen, is it the same reason? I'll start with Keyshaun.
Well, for me, it's for the betterment of the people.
Okay. Oh, wow. You all are a country above self.
Well, I will tell you yes with what both of them said. However, because of the fact that we are serving stkittsnevis by increasing participation and enhancing lives, which is our motto, that is one of the things that drew me to becoming an officer. I am here to enhance lives in stkittsnevis. I have served this country for many years. I don't want to go back too far in my past, you might find out my age. But enhancing lives is what we are all about in the Department of Constituency Empowerment, which is one of the reasons why I am here, knowing that where I came from in life, I would like to see stkittsnevis progress. We are becoming 40 years of independence, and we are not showing that as yet. So that is one of the things that have me here to push my country of stkittsnevis, and I can say that for the other officers that I have here and the other officers that makes up the constituency empowerment.
How many of you are there?
I'm going to give you an estimated amount of 35.
Okay.
Let me break it down. There is 3 constituency officers per constituency. So you have 8 constituencies with 3, and you have a director who is in the studio with us this morning, but not on camera. And we have 2 other officers who coordinate the movement that we do here in St. Kitts.
Okay, nice. Okay.
And for persons who are watching and who might want to be a part of becoming a constituency officer, how can they join?
Well, right now we are all employed. It's not a matter of joining. However, the question you ask is one of the things that we are here to talk about today too. We are doing a recruitment drive, and this drive is to involve every citizen of St. Kitts and Nevis to join as a volunteer. We have a volunteer drive which is going to be commencing on the 27th of June, and then on the 29th. We're going to have pop-up days where we're going to have a tent. Everybody wants to be covered these days. It's so hot on the outside.
Indeed.
Where you can come and ask us questions, get involved, and join up as a volunteer. However, we have joined up with Chipine. I don't know if you have ever had
good deeds, yes.
They're part of us.
Okay, nice.
So we are asking St. Kittsnevis residents to join up with us and chip in with us as well and be part of us. So we're going to have those drives on the 27th of June and then on the 29th in every constituency for others to become empowerment officers. Because all of us will have to use our power to empower ourselves here in these communities.
So you mentioned the 2 dates that you're going to have the drives. What are the starting times for those 2 drives?
Yeah, I think it's about 9:30 thereabout in the morning. And we're going to be there all day, so when you come off a camera, you can come and join.
All righty. All righty, no problem. I'll accept that invitation.
Okay, I look forward to seeing you.
All righty.
So after you go through the different constituencies and you collect the data and stuff like that, how do you educate those persons living in the area to positively impact their own constituencies? Or what are some of the ways in which they can change their behaviors actually to start taking care of their environment?
Well, like you said earlier, single-use plastics, recycling, and if I'm allowed to, we realize the Taiwanese are doing collecting plastics, bottles, and stuff like that, Tuesdays and Thursdays. So those are some of the ways that we are trying to educate our people on recycling, so we can have a better environment, our plastic-free environment here in St. Kitts and Nevis.
When Dr. Brown was here, he was saying this is a 50-year-old battle.
Yes.
Can you, as officers, do you see any? I want to ask. Do you see any end in
sight?
Yeah.
I will sit here this morning and say yes.
Okay.
It could be another 50 years, but it starts with us today. So I just exaggerated by saying 50 years. However, if we don't start now, when are we going to get there? Other OECS islands, I think, have already had no single-use plastic policies. We in St. Kitts and Nevis, we are yet to have these policies in place. However, with the Department of Constituency Empowerment, we are going to hold their feet to the fire.
Yes, we have to.
And have this thing done. Because we are out there and we are seeing it. Okay, so, but, however, I will let Diane and Keyshaun share some of what they have been seeing as well.
Okay, so Diane, are you ready, or should we go over to Keyshaun? Because I want to start with you, technically. So what have you seen in the communities, and what are you educating the community members to do that will ensure?
What I have been seeing in the community, I've been seeing a lot of littering of garbage, and I've also seen the disposal of waste properly. So, sorry. With going on to this, we have a membership drive with Chippy Organization and partnership with Sugar 6 SKFA and the cleaning up of the guts, the green spacing campaign. And we have a pledge card here.
Okay.
Sorry, one job.
Oh,
that I will leave with you so you can pledge.
Okay, no problem. No problem.
Maybe what you can do for us too is to show the card up close so that everyone can see that we do have a pledge card and a membership drive.
So this is a pledge card as well.
This is the one that you keep to remind yourself of what you have pledged.
2 cards. Okay.
Yes.
And this is the pledge card. All right.
And Keyshaun, let me bring you back in the conversation. When you go into the constituencies, what's the reaction like from the folks? Do they welcome the message?
Well, most times when we go, it's basically around the times when people are not at their residence. Okay. So when we see the little residents in the communities, we go out and they would come to us, approach us, but it's just like, oh, what you doing? Okay, what you doing here? So they talk to us about some of the findings what they have in the community, and we elaborate to them, and they will come to us and say, oh, we have this going on this year, and we got this up here throwing away garbage, those kind of stuff. So the reaction to it from the community members is kind of interactive. It's good.
Okay, so it's a positive feedback.
Yes.
Yeah.
What I would like to also say with what Keyshaun just said is, people in the community, they are welcoming us.
Okay.
However, our first phase was observation. The phase next is communication and contact with residents in different constituencies and communities. Right now, everyone is saying, well, you know what? We have seen this before and nothing happened. But we can assure the community now that this is not a talk shop. This is action driven by our director, and more so our minister, and generally by the government of St. Kitts and Nevis.
I like that.
This is an action department.
I actually went to the supermarket yesterday. I forgot my bag. I forgot it was Monday.
You're not going to get any plastic.
Wait, no, I'm not done as yet. No, I don't want the plastic because I have my bag, but I just didn't have it in the car. I honestly forgot it was Monday and I had no plans to go to the supermarket, but I had to end up going. So there was this young lady in front of me and she was like, oh, y'all smart, y'all doing it. And I'm like, just buy the $2.50 bag and let's hurry up. Because I don't understand all the fuss. They say no plastic, they mean no plastic. If you don't want to buy the bag, then you just take everything, hug it until you get to your car, which is impossible because she had a good load. But I like that the ladies at the cash register and the lady that was packing, they were very professional. They let her know why she needed a bag. And eventually she succumbed and she bought the $2.50 back. And the bag is the big one. Yeah. So
Because you know what? We need the groceries more than the plastic bag.
Yes,
so
exactly.
we're going to prioritize over the groceries and we're going to take them. Or we're going to get our own proper bag and purchase the groceries.
And I say that to say that I'm happy that the supermarkets are really, well, most of them, because this was at Rams yesterday, the Bay Road, they're really enforcing the no bags. Nope, yes, you see the bag, but you're not going to get the bag. Yeah.
I'm glad you experienced that.
Yeah. I don't mind. I lived in Tortola for a period of time and we had no bags. I lived in Antigua for 12 years. And if you left your bag at home, you had to buy a new one. So me and my sister always had stacks of reusable bags because in Antigua, they started not giving you the box. So you had to have a bag.
Guess what? It's going to be happening here in St. Kitts as well.
I don't mind. I can fit right in.
I'm glad you lived in Tortola and Antigua, and now you bring it here to St. Kitts, and you're going to have the same experience here on the island of St. Kitts and Nevis.
Indeed, and my bag is in my car, so I won't be caught again. I'll be going to get in my bag even if I forget that it's Monday.
And as we wrap this segment, how can the public stay informed or up to date about the department's initiative?
Well, as of now, we actually have a Facebook page, fully launched yesterday. Okay. Constituency Empowerment. Okay. We also have an email address at empowerment@gov.kn.
Is there a telephone number?
465-3050.
Okay.
3050.
All righty. Well, I hope for the folks that are watching that they would have seen that you guys are serious and that they will be seeing you around and that they'll adhere to what is need to be done. Do you think putting up the signs and more cameras, as Dr. Brown would have mentioned, is going to help? I just had to throw that one in there.
Eventually.
Eventually?
People are going to have to be responsible for their own actions.
Okay.